Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, NPP squad. And we're back again with another short form video covering latest topics in the natural men's physique division. And we have three things we're going to talk about today. Okay, so without further ado, my friend, actually, before we get into that, we appreciate all the support we've been getting so far. Like, thank you. Sincerely, thank you. Whether it's like a like, a share, a comment, any form of engagement on our page is something that we don't take for granted. We started this in September last year, 2025.
Yeah, it's been like 7 months maybe.
7 months, and we've seen a ton of
Like
growth
that.
so far. So yeah, we appreciate you guys, and continue to uplift the natural division together. That's our goal. Highlight some crazy physiques, talk about something we're passionate about, and give you guys some entertainment. So we appreciate you, and please like, subscribe, because we're going to keep dropping some gems here. But without further ado, Mr. Luke, what do we have on the agenda today, man? 3 topics.
Michael Williams, who we had on recently a couple weeks ago on our podcast, just competed at the Tri-City Pro, which is actually an open pro show. So he was the only natural, as far as I know, that was on that stage, and he looked phenomenal, and he really showed up for the Natties. So that is exciting. This took place 3 weeks ago, but this was his season opener, and he was using it as like a practice show. He's doing the Las Vegas Natural Pro next, which is coming up pretty soon in a couple weeks. But anyways, the package that he brought to this show for a natty, damn, like makes us proud. He looked really good. He brought a great package.
Agreed, man, for sure. And once again, his posing, very simplistic, highlights his physique, crazy taper, great delts, good midsection. I like the way he poses, man. He brought a really good package to that stage, and it's an open show. So as a natural, respect. He looks really good.
That's the thing too, his posing, and we went over this on the podcast when we were talking to him. Simple. He gets straight to the point, nice smooth transitions. It makes it more dramatic, right? And he poses to his strength, so he shows off that taper. Like, he's got wide lats, we know that, and like a tiny waist, and flat, like a flat stomach with detailed abs too. So like the taper is crazy. At the end of the day, when you're competing in an open show, obviously it's not going to be an easy show, especially when you're competing at the pro level, but he still showed up for the natties and he looked phenomenal.
He did, man. Proud of this guy. Well done. Tri-City. I know there were hitters at that show. Who ended up winning this show for the open? Was it Emmanuel? No. Or was it Carlos?
No, it was Emmanuel that won this show. Carlos was second. Dan was there in fourth.
Oh,
Dan,
Amit.
Amit was, yes.
I think Amit was fourth.
Yeah,
and
it was
Dan
a stacked
fifth,
lineup.
something like that.
Obviously, hitters either way.
Exactly. But I like how he backed himself, and he just went in there and he says, I'm just going to do the best that I can do, and he brought a phenomenal package. So look at that shot, man.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're a natural IFBB pro. You deserve the right to compete at these open pro shows. Like, do it. Stand up for the natties. Let's get in there. These are sick
Look at
pictures,
the Serratus, man. I know, they're really good pictures. Who took these? Gilco?
I'm not sure. I don't even think it was Gilco. Whoever took these pictures though did a phenomenal job.
I know, right? I like the editing too.
I want to go to a show with this guy there, this photographer. Damn.
I know. I like the...
Yeah.
Yeah. No, good stuff, Mike. We look forward to seeing what you're going to do at the Las Vegas Pro Show. Because we do know that there's Tyler that's going to be there. There's some other guys that are announced. So it's going to be another battle, and just keep doing your thing, brother.
Could be another big show. We're excited for it. A couple weeks away. Let's go.
I'm sure he's going to be even more conditioned, which will be cool.
Oh, for sure.
So.
I mean, this was just a warm-up show, right? I can only imagine the improvements.
Exactly.
Let's go. This past weekend, something surprising happened that I definitely wasn't expecting. So this is an amateur show that we are now getting into, the Toronto Naturals. And this overall winner blew my mind, honestly, with the package that he brought to this stage. And I don't even know where he came from because I've never heard of him. He is local to us, right? So I thought definitely one of us would have heard of him or like known of him. But I think this is his first show. And he showed up and just cleaned up.
On. He's on. He was on. Look at the ratios of this guy's physique, bro. Look at the delts, man. And look at the conditioning.
So that's the first thing
Look
I
at
noticed
that, man.
right away when we weren't there in person, but when I saw the photos and videos, first thing that jumped out to me was this extreme level of conditioning for a natural amateur too. You don't see this on amateur stages often, that people get this peeled. This guy brought it.
He did.
Look at the obliques going into the serratus.
Dude.
This was the overall battle, actually.
That's sick. Yeah. He can pull off so many poses too.
Phenomenal. Yeah, 2 hand on hip, 1 hand on hip. He's doing it all, man. Is there a... Okay,
do you know what his physique kind of reminds me of, man?
Who?
Just the B Henny. I don't know what it is. Do you know what I mean?
Posing?
Like, I don't know what it is, dude. Kind of, I don't know if it's the abs or like the way B Henny does the hat. Do you know what I mean, though?
You know what, Kate? I when I think of B Henny, especially this year, he's like super dry when he's on stage and grainy. This guy was super dry and grainy.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's something. He just looks great.
Well,
he looks...
Sahid, he's a Natty E-man.
Look at that, man.
But look at the flow.
Dry.
Like, throw his entire physique. It all just flows together.
It does.
Massive delts and arms too, with the tiny waist.
Exactly.
And then from the back, it's equally as
look impressive. At the erectors.
Like, look at the erectors. How much they pop. If there's any improvements, what do you think he could improve on?
Bro, he looks insane. Honestly, lats. Who else are you gonna tell that doesn't have big lats that are big enough? Everyone can always get wider. To be honest, man, everyone can get wider. I don't know anyone whose lats are too big, because that just makes you like, this physique it's pretty complete, bro. To be honest, in my opinion, if we're like nitpicking here, I'm gonna say lats, because then his taper's already crazy. He adds more lats, it's gonna be even crazier. Yep. And then obviously everyone's gonna tell you the same thing. Chest. I feel like it's always lats and chest for most natties. I feel like everyone always has to say that for men's physique. Chest, lats, chest, lats. So
no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I'd say.
No, for me, for sure, it was.
What about you?
First thing, if he had to improve on anything, I would say bring up more chest, like upper chest, get that thickness in there. And then I agree with the lats. Just even maybe if you can get more lower lat thickness, would definitely help out with the physique. Because this guy already has an extremely tiny waist. There's nothing there.
And look at his midsection. Look at the detail going into the serratus, man, and the obliques. I know. And this guy, his shoulders and arms, I think he doesn't even need to touch anymore. I think they're already top tier for Natty. So yeah, just lats and chest. Because from the back, his thickness is great. Lats can definitely just be brought up a little bit more. Yeah. And his back is already insane. It's just like everyone has things to improve on. No one is perfect, right? So it's like his physique is already crazy. Look at the look at that, man.
Look at the delts.
What the hell, bro? Look at the density in his back.
Where did this guy come from?
He's so dry. He is so dry from the... Man.
Where did he come from?
That's why people go into a show with an ego. You can't, man. You don't know who's gonna show up. Stay humble. Seriously. Like, I mean it, bro. I mean it. There's so many crazy physiques out there. This guy looks great. I'm assuming he's going to go to nationals.
I don't think it's been like confirmed or anything yet, but I would assume so. Coming off a win like this, still early in the season, he's still got time. How far is nationals?
14.5 weeks.
14.5 weeks. I mean, I think that would be the next move for him personally.
Because dude, he's already peeled. You can have to, if you really wanted to, you could eat up a little bit, take a diet break, and then do a second dig if you really
what?
Needed to.
With like if he reverses for a little bit after the show, with the post-show gains that you can get, he can make some pretty good improvements to the chest and like what we just said, chest and lats by that time.
Damn, dude,
crazy.
Jeez.
Sahid, you're a beast.
Keep it
All
up,
right,
man.
congrats on the big win, man. That's massive, and I'm just looking forward to see what show you do next.
Likewise, man. Keep doing it, man. This physique has a lot of potential. This physique can definitely get a pro card.
One day for sure. I would
One
be
day for
surprised
sure.
if yeah. It's gotta happen. All right, let's finish it off with something strong. Munene, you're in the spotlight, man.
Jeez, bro.
Munene is in the spotlight. Our very own Natty Physique pod just started prep. That's how you
Yes,
feeling?
sir. I'm feeling good, thanks, man. I started 18 weeks out. Now I'm 14 and a half. So been prepping for yeah, just over 3 weeks. So it's going good, man. It's going good. This was 2 weeks since prep started, this update. So I haven't done an update since then, but man, things are moving. Things are moving.
Things are moving. So this was 16 weeks out, almost 2 weeks ago. So you're 14 and a half weeks out right now.
14 and a half.
You drop in the show that you're doing.
Just one. Just the natural pro qualifier. That's it, man.
So Toronto Natural Pro Qualifier.
August 1st.
That's the only one. Okay.
I don't have to go back to Vancouver again, man. Come on, bro. I'm like, no way, bro. I can't. Not again, bro. Come on.
Honest question though. If it had to be done, would that be the next move for you to go back to Vancouver, or would you kind of call it there and just improve?
If I absolutely had to, brother, I would. If I absolutely had to.
Yeah.
But then I'm just like third time's a charm, bro. If I absolutely had to, I would.
Yeah.
If I had to.
All right. So how much time do you have in your off season then?
My last show was October 2026. If we want to count the reverse, it was like 6 weeks. I really started, yeah, so like November-ish, mid-November-ish until March 30th.
So
It was like a 16-week
Yeah.
off season.
That was from Vancouver, right? So from Vancouver to Toronto, what have you and coach been working on making improvements on the most?
Definitely my back, man. Lats, we've been hammering the back. Lats, delts, and chest. We have not touched arms at all. No arms have been touched at all. It's just been delts, lats, and chest. And for my physique specifically, what's funny is it doesn't look like I have delts until I am lean, because my body fat distribution is just weird. It's like, I hold a lot of body fat in my limbs, so you'll see my physique and be like, the delts are lagging, which granted they can improve. But once I lean out, it's like, okay, now we can see the delts even more, because I just hold a lot of body fat on my arms. But delts came up, lats came up for sure, back thickness. Chest is always, it's been a strength, but it just flattens out. But we also made some improvements to the chest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro,
And the
I don't think
midsection.
you don't need to be touching arms. That's something, you're blessed. You don't have to do any arm training at all. So like, do you not do any accessory arm exercises at all? Nothing.
In this off season, we didn't. Last prep, last off season, I was doing like 4 sets a week, 2 sets of triceps, 2 sets of biceps. In the off season, it increased to like 6 sets or something. I mean, during prep, maybe more. This time around, I said I want 0 arms. Like, we did no direct arm work in the off season, and even in prep, 0 arms. I actually want my arms to shrink. Like, I'm okay if I lose size and fullness.
Yeah,
I want them to shrink.
To balance out the rest of the physique, right?
Exactly. That's the goal. Because,
Dude.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm just gonna say this. This is pretty much the start of your prep. So you started what, 18 weeks or 16 weeks?
I started at 18 weeks, so this is 2 weeks in.
But dude, your waist is still so tiny. Like, for the start of prep.
Thank you, man. Definitely trying to
That's
bring a
crazy.
different package this year.
Yeah. Okay. So what's prep been like so far for you these first 2 weeks?
First 2 weeks has been really smooth, man. It's just been a very easy transition, because I think the way we live our life is one where it's like it's a lifestyle, right? So it's all I'm really changing is I'm eating less food and changing my routine a little bit. But other than that, it's been really, really good. It's been smooth. Training is good. We're going pretty assertive off the bat. I'm like, from 204, I weighed in at 199. today. I started prep at like 205 and now I'm 199.
What did you start your last prep at? You started this prep at 205.
Last prep I started at 210, 211 was my highest body weight.
Okay, so you're ahead of the game from last year already.
And the body composition is way different.
Yeah.
So I'm starting like much leaner, bro.
No, this is a very, very good spot to start a prep in.
Thank you, man. Yeah, that's the goal. We wanted to bring lights out conditioning, and that's not going to happen if I keep... I mean, I don't need to gain that much weight. Like, I was only what? Last year, I was what, 24, 25 pounds above stage weight? For my lowest, which was 210. This year, I started prep, 205. Just from my previous stage weight, it's like only 20 pounds. That's a 5-pound difference, dude. Only 20 pounds up from my lowest weight.
Damn.
And that as you prep, I'm hoping that gets better and better. Maybe it'll be like 18, you know, 15. Yeah. You build more muscle, you start leaner and leaner from a better position.
You put on 5 pounds of muscle in the 16 in the 16 weeks.
Oh, no, I didn't. Definitely not. That would be crazy, but I just started leaner.
That would be nuts.
No, I didn't. Definitely not. As a natty, I would only wish, bro. 5 pounds of muscle in 5 years. There we go. That would be dope. But
that would be crazy.
But yeah, man, no, this was a good starting point, so I'm excited, man. Thank you.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
What are you doing? Like, what's the game plan? Is the game plan different this year compared to last year? As far as prep or the look that you bring to stage or like peaking process, anything like that?
The protocol's pretty similar. You know, starting with the low days, high days, I carb cycle. That's how I've been prepping since I started. It's I always start with what you call it? Like it's more assertive. We're starting definitely more assertive. That's what I'd say. So more assertive right off the bat. Get ready early. Maybe give me some time to feed up into the show. But in terms of peaking and things like that, we don't know yet, obviously, but we have data from the previous show in terms of what we do want to do, in terms of how my body will respond. And since I'm going to be getting ready early, we'll have some more time to experiment with things if we need to just test some different methodologies like mock peaks. But I think, yeah, other than that, I think it's just continuing to just improve my midsection control too, dude. Just my posing. That's what I really got to work on, especially that. Like, I'm not a horrible poser. I'm not a phenomenal poser, right? I'm above average, and I have a lot of areas to improve on. So I need to make sure I improve my posing for sure. But other than that, the whole process is the same.
That's one thing that people totally glance over is the whole posing practice thing.
It's so true.
You know?
It's
especially
so
in
true.
prep, especially first timers, they'll start practicing posing like 2 weeks out and be like, oh, I totally forgot that I even had to do this. This was the whole point in the first place. And posing is, you know, one of the hardest things that we do. It's the one thing that we have to control on the day of, and it's probably the hardest part of the entire journey.
Well said, especially when you're going into a competitive show and you know you're going to be put there for rounds.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to hold you guys. So you're right, that endurance and being able to hold, so important.
Yeah. What are you doing for posing right now? Like posing practice?
So right now, after my workouts, I'm definitely going to ramp it up to every day. I'm just posing like 4 times a week for like 15 minutes. I'm just doing iso holds, like holding my poses in position and just really focusing on the endurance for my midsection. But I was dabbling with a bit of a new routine. I may need Mr. Luke's help. Well, this guy's, you know, your feedback.
Of course.
But yeah, dabbling with a new routine, how to get into my poses, out of my poses, but just keeping it simple, not trying to be fancy. Just show the front pose, show the back pose, like Mike. Keep it simple, but make it stand out.
You try out that treadmill thing that I taught you before?
I actually have not been doing that because I haven't been walking on the treadmill because I haven't had any cardio.
That's another thing. Munene, for anyone watching right now, Munene doesn't have any playing cardio. It's just steps, right?
Yeah, I don't do cardio in prep.
How many steps are you at a day? And does it like increase? Does it ever change?
So towards the end, it does increase. Right now, I'm like, what, 11,000 weekly average is my step goal. Just 11,000 at the end of like a weekly average. I aim to get like 11K a day. But towards the end of prep, maybe it'll be like 14,000 weekly average, which it was at the end of last prep. It's like 14K, 16K weekly average.
Yeah.
14 is what it was, I believe. So yeah, it'll be that. I did have some cardio towards the end of last prep. It was just cycling. It was like
Really?
stationary cycling. It was like the last 3 weeks or something.
It's like
Or
low
like
impact.
6 weeks. Yeah, a very low impact for like 10, 12 minutes or like 15 minutes twice a week. It was, yeah, I got some. But other than that, man, I don't really do cardio prep.
Simple. It's just so cool that like there's so many different ways people do it, right? Like,
It's true.
You can do steps, you can do playing cardio. People do what's it, Stairmaster, which I would never do in my entire life.
Same, bro.
But,
You're right, man. If you're, it sounds crazy, but if you're a small person, especially like a small woman, you're gonna have to like 5'2", bro. Even like if you're like tiny, you're gonna have to do some cardio to just keep food higher. Because man, it's crazy. But it's like you just gotta. But it's just balancing those two things, right?
imagine a bikini athlete 3 weeks out from show, no cardio. Imagine how much food that they would have to be eating. That's like under 1,000 calories.
My whole bowl of protein oats is the whole full day of eating. Oh, dude, I know. I'm excited, man. But we're gonna be talking about you soon too, bro. I'm just waiting for that time.
When that time comes, pretty soon, honestly, maybe the next couple weeks. Who knows?
Who knows, man? We'll both post some updates too.
Yep. But I'm excited for you, bro. You're going to Toronto Nationals. You're gonna bring us home a pro card. I'm excited for it.
Thank
Bring
you, bro.
home NPP, the pro card.
That's the goal, bro. That's the goal. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's get it. All right, for everyone watching, thank you for tuning in. A lot more to come from us. Please don't forget to subscribe. We've been growing on not just only YouTube, but Instagram has been growing pretty quickly as well. So we appreciate you for that. Don't forget to like to support the Natty Men's Physique crew, and comment what you want to see us for like next episode. So
Appreciate you guys. We'll catch you soon. Peace.
peace.